I'm not sure why I'm eating. I'm not even hungry.
Hey girls, it's Monday.
Hey girls, it's Tuesday.
Hello girls, it's Thursday.
Hey girls, it's Friday. This is a vlog. Hey girls, it's Friday. Last Saturday I went to Drama Districts and I did a monologue and a scene. Unfortunately, I didn't win anything, but I did get a 4 out of 5 on my monologue and a 3 out of 5 on my scene. It was an interesting experience and I will definitely never do it again. We did our play, the one about Santa Claus and Chuck Norris and everything. We did it for a group of elementary school children. And in the play, Santa beats up a lot of people. And there's a couple of guns, but they're never used. The kids loved it. They didn't understand it, but they loved it. Their teachers, however, felt that it was a little inappropriate. Whatever. This week we are discussing teachers, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Wait, no. Just the good and the bad. I've never had any real awful teachers. One of the worst ones was just this cranky old lady. She was really nice sometimes, typically outside of school, like during our after school book club that we only had once. She was really okay, nice then, but then during class she was a She-Hulk. I've also had those teachers who don't care at all. You know, they don't want to be there. They don't want you to be there, so they just assign work and they don't even bother trying to help or do anything. And there's a child screaming outside. And then there are those who are super strict. It's important to have boundaries within the classroom. I'll give them that. But you're not a drill sergeant. You're not there to make the children's lives miserable. If you don't like children, why are you a teacher? If all you're going to do is yell at kids and assign them bookwork, why did you become a teacher? You're not teaching them anything but how to hate school. There's still a child screaming outside. I hope she's not being, murdered or something. I can't tell. With children, they scream when they're happy, they scream when they're being stabbed with a knife. You know, how are you supposed to know? I don't like children. They're like tiny people. A good teacher is one who teaches you the material that you need to know to pass the class, but they also make it entertaining. They keep your attention and they enjoy being there. And you can tell that they enjoy it. I have found that the best teachers for me are those who are funny, but they also actually teach you something. They teach you the subject itself, and they also teach you life. And they want to see you succeed. My favorite English teacher ever, for example, was my 8th grade teacher. He was so funny, but I learned so much in that class, the secret to being tall, apparently, is eating 7 Oreo cookies before you go to bed at night. At least that's how he got tall. I don't know if that's scientifically accurate, but I'm going to take his word for it. In his classroom, he liked to keep this aura of a college class. He was preparing us for high school and for college and for the rest of our lives. My favorite social studies teacher, who I had 2 years in a row, He was a very nice person, very respectable, and not only did he teach us about history and government like he was supposed to, but he would have these life lessons. He would tell us his stories, and he would tell us how important it was to get your life together. My favorite science teacher I had for 2 years, for marine science and chemistry. I enjoyed going to his classes, even though I didn't understand chemistry at all. But I still enjoyed going because I wanted to learn, because he made it interesting. Like marine science, before I had that class, I didn't give a hoot about fish. But as I started to learn more about them and how cool they were, I liked them. I took so much from that class, and it was a very enjoyable class, and he made it enjoyable with his snarky remarks to the stupid people around me, and, the dry humor and the intricate drawings on the board. And then we watched Jaws. That was fun. My favorite math teacher changed my entire view of math and school in general. I was one of the kids who sat in the back of the classroom silently saying to myself, when am I ever going to use this? He just had this way of conveying the information, but making it entertaining. And I found myself wanting to learn more, wanting to understand. And he made me realize that we do not go to school to learn how to solve trigonomic functions. I don't even know what that is. I probably should. But it's not about that. It's not about reading Shakespeare. It's not about memorizing the periodic table or what happened in 1776. We go to school to broaden our minds. Because let's say when you're 5, you think, I want to be a doctor. And you spend all your 12 years of school thinking, I'm going to become a doctor. And you never open yourself up to any other subject besides medicine and science. Maybe you become a doctor, but then you realize you don't want to be a doctor, but you don't know anything else. So that's your only choice, to be a doctor until you die. The purpose of school is to let us see all of our options before we finally go to college and make that decision to get a degree in something, or maybe just straight up enter the workforce, or maybe just sit in our parents' house all day playing video games. Like my teacher taught me that mathematics isn't about just getting the answer, it's why you got the answer. It's about using deeper thinking. It's not about math, it's about thinking. And the good teachers are the ones that realize that. And the bad teachers are the ones that never will. So I'll see you girls next week, DFTBA, and stay in school.